Greetings and salutations. I hope this moment finds you well. Here on a Monday for Oracle Monday. We'll see if it gets posted today. I still haven't posted the one from like 2 weeks ago. But here we are in this moment. And I trust that I will remember that other one exactly when I'm meant to. But yes, just taking a moment right now to just breathe, setting the intention to just come to center. Dropping into the heart space. Feeling into any tenderness that there might be. There is a lot of tenderness that is moving through, a lot of heaviness, grief, frustration, joy. There's a lot. And just setting the intention to hold space for whatever feelings, energies. Just holding space for that. Being open to feel all that's meant to be felt in this moment. Giving gratitude for the time and space in this moment to receive. Giving gratitude for the breath that's flowing. Gratitude for this moment to receive. Just dropping into the heart space and setting the intention to call in a message of peace, of healing, of love. Trusting that whatever comes through is what's meant for us in this moment. Amidst all that we're feeling, amidst all the heaviness, amidst the tenderness, amidst the tears, the laughter, the pain, the joy. Just setting the intention to be open to receive. Setting the intention to call in a message that's in the greatest and highest good for all. Setting the intention to be open to receive. Those two So the first one that came out, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And then the two that flipped over, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And then cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You know, this idea that we are able to control any outcome, right? Control anything outside of ourselves, right? Trying to control the flow. It's important to surrender. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah. You know, allowing ourselves to trust in the universe, right? Trust in God, trust in yourself, your soul, right? Trust in the guidance from your soul. Yeah, trust your intuition. And then deep cellular healing. I think I'll start with that one. I feel like reading them today. I think for me, just kind of, I've, myself just been feeling a deep heaviness, moving through a lot, within the world, within my personal life, in my partnership, in community with others, and, navigating, through the allowance of that, allowing for that to happen. Yeah. So I don't remember why I said that. But yeah, I think with that heaviness also just being in that state of receiving in this moment as well, not so much channeling and flowing as well, just allowing for that rest within this, even though I am like recording and sharing, I'm also receiving. I'm always receiving within these spaces as well. The messages are always just as much for me as for anyone else, So yeah, today I think just feeling called to read the messages. All right. Oh, two of them are back to back actually. Deep cellular healing and cracked open are right next to each other. So yes, deep cellular healing. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered a deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. And then this one It's a starseed activation, so just holding, placing your hand over the portal of your heart and just receiving the following. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Just one more time with that one. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. And just allowing that to sink in. Feeling that energetic code of healing just flowing within you. Yeah. You're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care that you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care, right? Allowing yourself to give yourself what you need, right? There are so many things that we believe that we need to be doing, that we have to be doing, that we have to get done. We have this overwhelming to-do list of all these things that have to get done, and oftentimes your well-being gets lost in the balance, right? So allowing yourself to truly take account of what it is that you need and to honor that, right? To honor yourself, to honor your body, right? What is it that your body, your soul is calling for right now, right? And not, not just like base desires, right? Not what you're desiring right now, not what you want right now. What is it that you need, right? Recognizing the addictive tendencies that we have, within life. I know for myself with cannabis, that's something that I have been really wanting to step back from, to kind of take a pause and take a break from. And I'm feeling that definitely coming up for me more and more, but recognizing within myself, that kind of addictive nature, that tendency, especially in moments of overwhelm, to kind of move towards things that are gonna help to, just kind of soothe, whatever it is in the moment, right? But I think it's important we realize that a lot of times it's not just something that's helping us to feel better, or, it's preventing us from feeling the deeper things that are there, allowing ourselves to really feel the deeper things that are coming up for us. So it's not about what do you want or what do you desire. What do you need, right? What is your body, your soul asking for? What is it that you really, truly need, and sitting with that. Allowing yourself to really sit with that question, what do you need? And then I'm going to do Breath of the Cosmos. Right now my body needs hydration. I haven't been drinking a lot of water, not as much as I need to. So I think definitely something I want to be more intentional about as well. So many different things, you know, but it's really just taking account of, you know, what all those things are and allowing ourselves to honor that, you know, to truly, truly honor that. Okay, so my phone ran out of storage, so I had to go through and delete a few things. I'm gonna try and get back into the flow and read this next card. Breath of the Cosmos. Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. When we rely only on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will, right? We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. I have a little friend that wants to read the message as well. It says, right, so this one has a starseed activation as well. So just, again, placing your hand over the portal of your heart and just feeling into these words. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, please help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. When we do this, when we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to, right? And I think that includes like trying to get the people around us to see a certain thing, to understand something, right? To see the point of view, to understand you, or to see what it is that you see, right? And that's like in the context of everything that might be happening in the world, or things that you might be seeing that other people around you might not be, right? And there might be this urge to kind of like, hey, like, wake up, like, look at what's happening, can you not see it? And sometimes that push, that force isn't necessary, and not just in that context, and not saying like not to call attention to things that you see, or you know, but not being too forceful with it, right? Not like forcing people to receive it and to take it in, you know, presenting it, you know, letting it be known, hey, this exists, this is here, and that can be that. I digress. But just in general, though, within our lives, like moving away from that desire to be in control of everything and allowing ourselves to surrender to what is, right? To receive what is here for us, right? Because there's always so much, right? But sometimes we get locked into this idea that there's this specific thing that we need, and if we don't get that thing that we need, and we're not in control, and we're not able to, you know, bend things to our will to get what we want, then we're never going to feel satisfied, right? We're not going to have that satisfaction. But that satisfaction isn't going to come from anything, right? There is absolutely nothing outside of ourselves that's going to bring that satisfaction. So recognizing that we have everything we have, everything that we need, we have it. You know, we just have to allow ourselves to see it. Yeah. And there's one more cracked open. Don't let the weight and density Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. So funny, tender. It came up twice, and that was kind of, yeah. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. And the starseed soul inquiry: how can you let life crack you open? Yeah. Recognizing the beauty in the darkness, you know, and all the lessons that are there for us, you know. It can be easy to try and avoid the darkness, right? To distract ourselves away from it, to distract ourselves away from the feelings that are coming up for us, right? We want to just feel something different, you know, because there's a lot, and it's heavy, you know, and it's painful and it hurts, but it has to be felt. You know, we have to feel it, and we have to feel it, I think, together, you know, as a collective. Like, we are being called to feel, right? To experience the deep grief, that our collective is moving through right now, right? Even if it's not something that you're conscious of, like, know that there is a deep grief that we're all moving through, right? And it's allowing ourselves to move through it, allowing ourselves to feel it, to open ourselves to it, to open ourselves to being cracked open fully, you know? Yeah. And with that, I believe I am complete. I will try and post this today. I might not be able to post it right now though, because the service here is not great. Unless I go over to the clubhouse. There is free Wi-Fi there, so maybe perhaps when I'm gonna have lunch, I'll bring that over there and eat over there. And yeah. But yeah, in this moment I am complete. I appreciate you. If you have made it this far, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen, for being open to receive, for allowing yourself to connect in with this space, with the energy that we're co-creating. Thank you for co-creating this energy with me. You are loved. You are appreciated. And with that, I shall bid you adieu.